What's going on, guys? So I figured I'd make another video. Why not? I'm like, I kind of like doing this. I wanted to start doing this more. So recently, I seen this movie, The Odyssey. You probably seen it. If you haven't seen it, check it out. It's fucking fire. That shit is gas. And honestly, that nigga Christopher Nolan is on top of his game, guys. I'm so dead ass. If y'all don't know me, I love movies. I love comic book movies. I love watching movies in general. I'm just that guy. I'm a fucking nerd. I'm not gonna lie. I love that shit. And that movie. So basically, the story of Odysseus. It's a Greek tale of this guy. He's part of the wait shit. I gotta think for a second. He's part of the fucking. He's a general of the Spartans. You know. Throughout the movie, he's going through his whole journey of trying to get back home to his wife and his son. Tom Holland, by the way. And yo, I'm excited for Spider-Man, bro. That shit is in 3 days. I'm seeing it before everybody. I'm spoiling that shit. I'm sorry. Y'all don't love Spider-Man like me. No funny shit. Anyways, back to the point. That character, Odysseus. I haven't read the book. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not reading that. I'm good off that. But in the movie, it was tough. It didn't really put into perspective of how I want to be as a man. You know, most of the movies that we watch in general. So now that I told you I love movies. I love Marvel movies. I love superhero movies. And throughout all these movies, they all have one thing in common. They're all going through a journey. What journey is that? Becoming the man they're becoming the man they're supposed to be. They go through obstacles. They go through trials. They get their heart broken. They fight crazy ass villains. Feel me? They got big muscles. My point is saying these people in these big blockbuster movies, these men, these historic men, these powerful men in these movies, they all have something in common. They face trials, tribulations, they go through the toughest battles, they fight the coolest villains. They go through the crazy shit throughout the whole process of life, you know? And it's just one section of their life. It's just one section. A movie is just one. Like, you know how many movies Spider-Man had? Shit, Spider-Man 1, facing the Green Goblin. Spider-Man 2, he got his powers. He got his bitch took, and he faced Doc Ock. Spider-Man 3, he was going through some demons, you know? Spider-Man's going through demons, bro. Like everybody else, bro. Some of y'all niggas got big-ass demons. Probably worse than Spider-Man. Worse than the symbiote. Who knows? Anyways, he went through all that shit. He still rose above it, in the end. You see what they do. Hopefully they don't kill him off in New Avengers. But what I'm saying is, he gone through that shit, and it just really inspires me as a person. Our lives are basically movies, just like these people. We go through tough tribulations. We fight our own battles. We go through demons. You know, but it's basically how we rise above it. One of the examples that I always think about, bro. You know how Batman do that shit? He be if y'all seen Batman Begins, yo. Batman dropping the floor, give me a little freaking 20 pounder. Bust out some push-ups. First thing he wake up, I be doing that shit. I'm not gonna lie. Cause I ain't gonna lie, I gotta give I had some gyno. I'm gonna pull it up on the screen. I gotta get rid of that shit, man. It reminds me of the bitch I used to be. Back in COVID, I was eating anything, dude. I was a little fat fuck. So I still got a little, resemblance of my past that I got to get rid of. But we bust out them diamonds so we can combat that. That's my little boss battle. You know what I mean? All I'm saying is that we're our own main character. You know what I mean? And then it's so simple to say that, but people really don't realize it. I know I said it in my first video. That shit was garbage, by the way. I haven't even rewatched it. Maybe this one's gonna be better. Hopefully it is. But like I was saying, we think so much about our little side characters, so some of the like shit that's going on in the background. None of the niggas in those movies cared about whatever the fuck Betty Brant was doing or some shit. You know what I mean? Bro, if Odysseus cared about whatever, like, what the Giants were saying about him when he dipped, it wouldn't make sense about the story. You know what I mean? We got to get back to the main task. His main task was getting back home. You know, sure he stumbled a little bit. He got fucked up along the way. The gods were messing with him. He spent 7 years with his side chick. That's fucked up because the bitch didn't even let him know. If y'all watched the movie, I told you spoilers. That nigga should have listened. Anyways, bro, we have to know what the main goal is, guys. You can't forget what your main goal is. You know what I mean? These characters, like Odysseus, Peter Parker, Bruce Wayne. I'm talking in superhero terms because that's the things I'm most familiar with. They all have their own morals. What are your morals? What's the person that you want to be? What's the person that you, your dream self would do? What would you do? What's the dream person that you have in your head of yourself? What would they do in life? You see, I try to live that every day. Recently, obviously, you know, and I want to live like that for the rest of my life. I want to be the dream person that I want to be. I have an image of that person inside my head that I strive to be every day, and I hope most people really acknowledge that within themselves. You know, and that's a good thing to really strive for more for yourself. Most people don't do that. So that's why I suggest you get in the gym, you get jacked. You want to look like a fucking superhero, get jacked. You go hard as hell on whatever goal that you want. you know you love the people around you, but you're not gonna have no fucking, don't keep like a bitch that's not gonna provide anything for you in your life. That's stupid. No, don't do that. You can't be scared of yourself. None of these characters were scared of themselves. I mean, some of them were, but they grew out of it. That's the point of the story. They grew out of it, and they grew into somebody new, somebody more inspiring. I want to give an example. Fuck. What's the character that had somebody that's holding them back or some shit? Oh, you really got to look up to somebody like Thanos. Shit, the Avengers were holding him back. That nigga did not stop, bro. I'm not gonna lie. He had it. He got it. He got it. He had that shit down to the day he died, bro. And that's how you want to live life, bro. Seriously, bro. You only got one. I might as well let y'all know my full self. Fuck it. I'm gonna die one day. I'm gonna fucking expire. I could delete any time. Why would I not be my full self? And like, who fucking cares what anybody thinks, bro? That's why you can't be scared of yourself, guys. I don't give a fuck. I'm a nerd, dude. Shit. I love this shit. I like, man. I love me. I love me too much. You can't not love yourself because that's all you got, man. You got that all inside of you, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, if if you're not yourself, then what did God put you here for? He put you here to discover yourself, man. Who are you? And that's what I wanted to talk about, guys. Just being your complete self, being you, following your morals, knowing the goals that you had to be, and just never stop being you, man. Unless you a dickhead. All right? I'm gonna see y'all.